Brian Terrigan here with a disability approval success story coming up, contributed by member Rydona, who shares with us her experience of going to a Social Security disability hearing and discusses the importance of filling out the questions to the forms that you receive early in the disability approval process. So just so that you know and can make reference to this, I have on the screen here one of the forms that is discussed in this success story, which is the SSA 3369. This is about your work history, what you've done for work, your job description, etc. The second one that is talked about mostly in this success story and is most important, in my opinion, is Form SSA 3373. It's the function report. Both of these forms you should receive shortly after you submit your initial application. And why I'm spending the time on this before you hear from Rydona is if you have to go to a hearing, the judge is going to ask you questions that are based on your answers to what you put in these forms. It'll be slightly different. And like in this situation, it could be, are you vacuuming, cooking meals? Are you doing your shopping? Are you paying bills? Those types of adult living questions is what you could be asked. So point here is that it's really important to answer the questions on these forms correctly. And then as you prepare for your hearing, understand how to communicate those to the judge. Here at the Disability Digest, we can teach you to do all of that. You can get access to a membership that's no charge, and you get access to a disability approval course. That this is a section of it right here for those that are just going through the approval process. And we have a segment of this that teaches you how to fill out these forms. And this is an interview with Attorney Osterhow. Carl Osterhow walks you through step by step each question, the suggested answer, why to answer it, and what information you should not put in it. So at the end, if you're looking for assistance to go through the process, this is something that you can use if you want to do this on your own, or if you're already using a disability representative, you can take advantage of it. Hope you find this helpful in the story, in the success story from Rydona. Make it a great day. Thank you.
Well, I was delighted to see that your decision letter came through, that you were approved for your benefits.
Yeah. You know, they changed my onset date, and looking back, I was reading through the judge's, what the judge said in his decision about why he changed the onset date, and there's some things that I didn't think about before, but like in my doctor's records, on the activity report, I put on there, I go grocery shopping, but I use the little cart. Mm-hmm. Well, the judge took that to be, I didn't explain well enough. And I'm telling you this because maybe for future might help.
Well, actually, if you're willing to share, our calls are recorded, and I'll use this as a snippet if it's okay with you.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
You bet. So when I put in my daily livings, I just go to, I go to the grocery store, but I get in one of the little carts, and I have to stop every little while to let my arms rest and my hands rest. But I wasn't the one who got the stuff off the shelves and put them in the cart, but I did not note that. So the judge looked at that as, well, she's going to the grocery store, so she's using her arms to reach and put stuff off the shelves into her cart. My husband was with me, so he was doing that. But I didn't specifically state well enough in my daily living with respect to that, go in the grocery store, that I didn't do the reaching and putting in the cart. And I think that that's an important thing to think about, because I never would have thought to be that descriptive about, especially going to the grocery store, because I thought, well, we're talking about the cart, the little scooter thing, that should work, but but no, he picked up on this. You go to the grocery store, so you're able to reach and lift. which wasn't the case, but I'm not going to argue with the judge. I'm happy to be approved where I'm at, you know?
Yeah. This
But
is great information. I have a question for you on it. When you filled out the activities of daily living, did you indicate anything about the frequency of grocery shopping, or did you just say that, yes, I grocery shop, but I use a cart?
You know, off the top of my head, I don't remember, but I think I probably put like once a month or twice a month, something along those lines. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at my detail to see.
Yeah. No, your point is consistent with the directions, as you want to give very, very minimal communication that does not lead them to believe that you can do something often. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's good. Is there anything else that stands out, like from your experience?
You know, it wasn't as nerve-wracking at the hearing as I thought it was going to be. I was extra nervous, but without cause. I can say it was pretty straightforward. I think Jonathan did a fabulous job. The judge rescheduled a second hearing because he got evidence in just shortly before the hearing, and he felt it would be not fair to him or me for him to make a judgment based on that first hearing. He wanted time to go over the additional evidence that came in and then reschedule the second hearing. In the second hearing, he just kind of added additional questions, didn't go back through the whole thing again.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Yeah. So I guess in hindsight, getting as much evidence in as possible as far in advance could have avoided that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Good. Well, thanks for sharing that.